I cannot get any rent for a year. It's not going to kill my business. You see what I'm saying? I own these properties outright. So if you want to sleep at night and you want to get bigger and own a big company and you want to actually own things instead of just being the middleman to the bank, you do it my way. But if you want to actually be rich, if you just want to look rich and have 100 doors and 100 mortgages, do it that way. But like I said, my way, my 30, my however many, was it 30, 40 or something like, well, however many doors I have, let's say 50. Let's say I got 50 doors. My 50 doors performs in cash flow better than somebody else with 150 doors with mortgages.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome to the Real Estate Pros Show, where we interview real estate investing professionals from coast to coast, as well as the service providers that serve the real estate investing industry. Our goal is simple: share what's working now to help you improve and scale your business to the next level and meet the pros that can help you get there. Real Estate Pros is powered by Investor Fuel, America's leader in helping real estate investors and professionals build the business you need to live the life you've always dreamed of. Let's start today's show. Property insurance for real estate investors doesn't have to be difficult, but it does need to be there to protect you when you need it. MyInvestorInsurance.com not only provides insurance at 15 to 30% cheaper than traditional agencies, it's built specifically for real estate investors like you. You can set up an account in about 2 minutes, get quotes on properties, turn on and turn off insurance for your fix and flip or rental properties in around 2 minutes without having to talk to anyone directly, all through our portal. There's no better way or faster way to make sure you've got the coverage you need to protect you, and no more lengthy policies either. Once you're set up, you're billed monthly and prorated by the day for however long your policy is active. It's powered by MSI, the third largest independent MGA, with 1.5 million customers and more than $1 billion in cumulative premiums written. Get set up today in about 2 minutes at myinvestorinsurance.com/fuel.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Investor Fuel Podcast. I am your host today, Skyler Byrd, and today I am joined by Brendon Davis. I'm very excited to talk with Brendon here. He has been in the real estate game in Central Illinois for 8 years. He's been very successful. He has got a lot to share. Brendon, very excited to have you. Thanks for joining the podcast.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Absolutely, absolutely. And before we get down to digging into everything that you're doing right now, you've got a pretty interesting background that you were just telling me about. Can you give everybody just a little bit about your history here?
Yeah, my original background, I joined the military at 17. I did 10 years in the intelligence corps. I was an 35 Fox intelligence analyst. So basically, I'm the real life James Bond. I've been to 29 countries popping shit. So, you know what I'm saying? I've served the country, retired from the Army now medically, and I spend not only all my military pension, but all my cash flow, 90% of my income I spend on investing, and 10% I live off of. And I know everybody probably can't do that because 10% won't be enough for everybody, but I've grown my cash flow and my portfolio and my businesses to the point that I can do that now. And 10% is more than enough to pay for the mortgage for my mansion, which is the only mortgage in my portfolio. All my rental properties are paid off cash. But I got a VA loan on my mansion. Like I said, I just recently got appraised at $1.1 million. I bought it for $330, put $300,000 into it. And then, like I said, it's appraised now at over $1.1 million. So super proud about that. And my entire portfolio, like I said, the majority of my properties that I bought since 2020 to now have quadrupled in value. I was saving for my company for years before I had a BDE real estate tattoo 5 years before I owned the property. I was that sure about it.
So let me ask, so if you were in the Army before, how did you make your way into real estate? How'd that come about for you?
I always wanted to do real estate. When I got out of the Army, initially I had already had some college when I was in the military. So I was like a junior in college. I was wanted to use my GI Bill, so I went to Illinois State University for a couple years until I was a senior. I'm a senior. I'm a semester in an internship away from a bachelor's degree in political science, but I'm never going back because all the people that did graduate asked me for financial advice. So I'm like, I obviously don't need that, what you guys have.
Good. All right. And now you're in the Central Illinois area. And
Yeah, I'm in Dumont, Illinois. It's a suburb of Peoria, Illinois.
okay. And that's pretty much where your portfolio is centered around, correct? Is that
No,
Central Illinois?
well, yeah, in Central Illinois, and I also own some property abroad as well in Mexico.
Got it. Okay. But you were telling me before that your area, at least that Central Illinois
Yeah,
area,
I
seems
serve
to be
9 different cities in the 9 different cities, 4 different counties in Central Illinois.
okay.
I serve
Excellent.
Peoria County, Woodford County, Marshall County, and Tazewell County in Central Illinois.
Stop living on an island and join the #1 mastermind in America for professional real estate investors. Investor Fuel is a community of hundreds of the nation's top investors working together to build stronger businesses and better lives. In addition to the amazing community of real estate investors acting as a board of advisors for one another, Investor Fuel members have access to 100% funding on purchase and repairs for our members only, a health insurance program, and benefits and discounts that more than pays for the membership of most of our members, meaning it's actually costing you money to not be a member of Investor Fuel. If you're looking to scale your business and build a business that allows you to live the life of your dreams, please visit investorfuel.com today and book a call with our team.
Excellent. All right. And what do you think's made the real estate market there so profitable for you?
The real estate market has been profitable for me because I've done the homework and I know what I'm doing. A lot of investors just prematurely jump the gun and get into the game before they know what they're doing. If you do the homework and do the research and like really know what you're doing, there's no way to lose money in real estate. I've never lost money off a single deal. You make your money going in. You know what I'm saying? Like if you read the Millionaire Real Estate Investor is like my Bible. I read that book. I've read that book every day for the last 8 years, at least an hour a day. It's on the cues in my book. The House of Morgan. I read that. J.P. Morgan's book. Read 48 Laws of Power right here. Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Why the Rich Are Getting Richer. The graduate level book, The Rich Dad, Poor Dad, written by Robert Kiyosaki. Like I'm a big time reader. I'm constantly feeding my brain, and I feel like every second that I'm spending reading financial literacy books is like I'm robbing a bank and getting away with it. Like I love reading financial literacy books.
That absolutely helps. It seems to be a pretty good theme with a lot of people that have been successful, especially around the real estate industry. That's for sure. All
Yeah,
right. And can you tell people, what does your portfolio consist of? Are you
my
buying?
portfolio consists of a lot of 3 bedroom, 4 bedroom, 5 bedroom, single family homes, couple duplexes, and like I said, I got a restaurant, so I got some commercial real estate as well in Peoria, West Peoria.
Yeah. All right. And what made you interested in in single family homes to kind of concentrate on as opposed to trying to go that commercial route and
It's actually
do
harder
apartment
doing what I'm
building?
doing, having more management units and having less doors per management unit
Hmm.
is actually more difficult to accomplish. It takes more brain power, but I like the challenge. Like it's easier to run a multifamily home and all your tenants are in the same building. It's harder to spread out to 9 different cities and conquer 9 different cities and set the rent rates and completely control the market in different areas. I want to do it the easy way. I prefer the hard way.
Okay. And your strategy so far has basically been buy and hold. You're
Buy,
acting as
hold
a
it, and prosper. You got to
yeah.
remember that part.
There you
Prosper.
go. Definitely don't want to forget the prosper part. So
Yeah.
what made you want to go that route as opposed to somebody that's, fixing and flipping?
You can't, because you can't make money fixing and flipping. Doing all that fixing and flipping, dipping, all that stuff. That's not profitable. You get the highest like if you read the cash flow quadrant, that's a book I definitely recommend, written by Robert Kiyosaki. There's 4 quadrants. On the left side, which is the worst side to be on, is the E, which stands for employee. On the bottom is S for self-employed. These are the worst and most highly taxed brackets, the highly taxed quadrants. On the right side, where I'm at, is big business, which is the B, and the I, which is the investor. Big business is taxed at 15%, and the investors are taxed at 0%. So I'm a multi-millionaire, and you probably paid more taxes than me.
Well, that is probably true. Absolutely.
You see
So,
what
all
I'm
right.
saying? Like, yeah.
Okay. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. So, exactly why did you choose real estate? Was it just kind of, from reading these books that that you've been speaking about and that's really guided you, or was it something else that really sparked your interest? What really got you into this and what's
What
made you
sparked
stay?
my interest in real estate when I was like a real young kid, like 9, 10 years old, my dad paid me $80 to read this book right here.
If you're looking for consistent, high-quality leads, look no further than Investor Machine. Investor Machine isn't just another agency, it's the most sophisticated, data-driven lead generation company on the planet for real estate investors, and serves the role of being not just a lead generator for your business, but a marketing partner that is helping you achieve your goals along the way. Go to investormachine.com to learn more and schedule a call with our team today.
Okay. Yeah.
So
Rich Dad Poor Dad.
I
Yeah.
read Rich Dad Poor Dad, got $80, and it showed me the difference between the asset and the liability, and the different ways that rich people teach their children things that poor people and middle class people don't. Because the subject of money is taught at home, so it's so important. Like, so I definitely got my upcoming. My father put that. He's not an investor, but he made sure that he made me an investor. You know.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So
Yeah.
he helped lay that foundation, just kind of planted the seed for you.
Yeah, then after that, I just had a thirst for knowledge. Like, I wanted to learn so much. There's so many different topics to learn about, primarily being financial literacy. And I dedicated my life to excellence, to reading and collecting this money.
So I think probably something I'm really interested to ask you, and really would like to hear your opinion on, like, what are you looking for in a property? Because I mean, I talk to a lot of people that are in real estate that are in the, in California, that, might be in the New York area. It seems like it's probably completely different than in central Illinois. So you probably got a lot of opportunities that, they don't have. So what are
Yeah,
you
the
looking for
cheapest
when you're
property in my
purchasing
market right
properties?
now is $2,500. You get a vacant piece of land. I own a vacant land business, so I own parcels of land and property. So people sleep on land. They're not making any more land. So if you own all the land, if you get a major, like Peoria is the major city that I'm focused around, and I go to the periphery of that, and I buy all the parcels to the periphery of the big city. As the city gets bigger and people start, and the influx of people comes into that city, the natural progression is for people to move to the periphery and expand into the country, into the outlying areas. So I buy up all the parcels and monopolize an entire city. So when you run into a certain city and you want to build land, you have no choice. You run into me. You got to do business with me. I own all the parcels. So what are you gonna do?
Yeah. So you're buying land as well, and when you're looking at homes, what are you looking for?
When I'm looking at
What's a key?
homes, I'm looking for a lot of meat on the bones. I'm looking for at least a 3-bedroom, 1 bath, big yard, fenced in backyard, at least a garage, hopefully a brick exterior or good siding on the property, good roof, good bones, good foundation, recent water heater, recent furnace, recent roof, recent kitchen, recent bathroom. Everything doesn't need to be updated, but it needs to be livable. It needs to be livable, and then I'll pull the trigger. Sometimes I'll buy property sight unseen if I see something I like, and I don't want nobody else to get it.
Okay.
Like, I know what a good property looks like. Like, I know, like, it has to be 1920 or newer. I'm not buying anything older than 1920. That was the best construction years. So 1920 or newer, over 1,000 square feet. I want my tenants to have room. I want them to be comfortable. I want a big backyard. And I would like a garbage disposal. I would like a dishwasher, all the good appliances, everything that the amenities that tenants are desirable to tenants, you know?
Yeah. No, absolutely. That makes sense to me. And
And
are
that one thing
you
I'm gonna do to make some extra money too is I'm installing coin laundry into my rentals next year. I'm gonna be instead of letting the tenants bring I've been making them provide their own washers and dryers, but
Mhm.
now I'm gonna in all my units as the tenants move out and new people move in, I'm gonna be installing coin operated laundry to augment and increase the cash flow. That's a great idea.
Wow, okay. That's the first time I've heard that, like, in single family homes. That's pretty
But
cool.
yeah, I'm not playing no games. I'm about my money.
All right. And with that, are you looking for homes that already have tenants? Are you buying
No, I don't
those,
need
or
tenants. I have
okay,
thousands of people ready to rent from me. If I had more money, I'd have. The more money I have, the more properties I can buy, the more people I can help. I have more people lining up to rent from me and to buy from me than I do money to spend. You see what I'm saying?
sure. Okay, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So it's not a problem. Getting these things sold isn't the problem. Just getting the money to buy enough properties for people to buy is the problem. Or rent. It's just getting as soon as my average time to rent a property is like 2 days on market.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
I got a pretty extensive wait list. My wait list is pretty.
If you're a new or newer real estate investor looking to launch or grow your real estate investing business, please check out Investor Fuel Club. It's a coaching community, but unlike anything you've ever seen before. And you can actually partner with members of our mastermind from coast to coast on deals right in your market. There's no better opportunity to build a consistent business than to literally partner with pros to help you avoid costly mistakes, avoid the need for capital to do deals, and help you eliminate your fears as you're starting your business. Learn more about Investor Fuel Club at investorfuel.com/club.
Got it. Okay.
I get in a lot of bidding wars on properties that you probably wouldn't expect getting bidding wars. You're like, that property? Like, oh yeah, I'm getting $1,600 a month there.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Absolutely. With your portfolio right now, how many properties would you say you have in that central Illinois area?
I have this. 1 second, I'm sorry. I have this many properties. Those are my keys.
Okay.
I haven't taken the time to count them, but if I had to put a number on like 30 something, I don't know.
Okay. All right. And what's the goal for the business? How many are you looking to get into? What are
I
you
want
looking for there?
1,500 paid off properties, 3,000 paid off parcels, so I can when I die, I can hand down 500 properties a piece to each one of my 3 children, and 1,000 acres per child
There you
land.
go. I mean, that's an excellent goal to have, right? I mean, you're doing it. You've got something actually laid out, a goal that you're working for your
Basically,
family
that's my
and
life's
doing it.
mission. If you don't put tangible, achievable numbers on goals, you don't know if you won or you lost. I want concrete goals so I know if I reached my goal or I did not reach my goal. And I set milestones and markers to know if I'm on track. You know what I'm saying? I've reached all of my old long-term goals. I wanted to get my kids in an 8 out of 10 school district. I did that. I wanted to move to a mansion. I did that. I wanted to become one of the richest, wealthiest people in my immediate area. I did that. I wanted to grow one of the most profitable real estate companies in Central Illinois. I've done that. Like everything I've set out to achieve, I've accomplished my entire life. There's nothing that I can say I wanted to do that I didn't do except for like go to the NFL. I wanted to play football and go to the NFL. But I mean that even if I would have accomplished it, that's only a short term thing. I can be an investor for the rest of my life. I can make these millions until the day I die. So, as opposed to teaching my son to aspire to want to be a sports figure or a basketball player or a football player, you can own the fucking team. You can own your own business. Like you already are a multi-millionaire before 18, all my kids. So it's like that. These are the things that we got to lay down. Like I wasn't handed down $1. I wasn't passed down $1. Everything that I have, I earned myself. You see what I'm saying? But it's not going to be like that for the Davis family, for this generation and the next generation, and the next 300 years is going to be set because of the foundation that I've set for the family.
Yeah.
And that's the reason why I'm so adamant about paying cash for properties, because people are in so much risk going to the bank. Like you miss a couple mortgages, you get a couple bad tenants, and you can really destroy your business. I
Mhm.
cannot get any rent for a year. It's not going to kill my business. You see what I'm saying? I own these properties outright. So if you want to sleep at night and you want to get bigger and own a big company and you want to actually own things instead of just being the middleman to the bank, you do it my way. But if you want to actually be rich, if you just want to look rich and have 100 doors and 100 mortgages, do it that way. But like I said, my way, my 30, my however many, was it 30, 40 or something like, well, however many doors I have, let's say 50. Let's say I got 50 doors. My 50 doors performs in cash flow better than somebody else with 150 doors with mortgages
Mhm.
on
Well,
single
yeah.
family or multifamily, because I own my shit. I'm not paying any mortgage. If you have $100,000 house, the mortgage is $778.53, right? Or give or take a couple dollars. That's 77 to 80% of your profit. Where does that leave the meat on the bones for improvements, for maintenance, for buying new properties? If you get mortgage, the fractional reserve banking system is not set up for you to expand your business. If you max out your credit, they'll stop how many properties you can get anyways. So that's not it's not scalable. If you want to scale to a point to where I'm about to scale to, you have to pay cash if you want to not have the risk involved in the investment.
Mhm. Okay. And certainly you've got, really big goals set for yourself that we kind of just talked about here. Do you have a team now that's working for you, helping you find properties? Like, tell me about that, because I know you're not doing it completely alone, correct?
No, I'm definitely not doing it alone. Like, if you read The Millionaire Real Estate Investor, just read that book. That's exactly how I'm following my business. Like, my inner circle, my service circle, is my network, and my network increases my net worth. So I'm constantly communicating with fiduciary that have people that have my best fiduciary interests in mind, and they're constantly sending me deals, constantly sending me feeds every single day.
Excellent.
And I work with Heidi West out here in Central Illinois. That's been my primary realtor for 8 years. I also work with Lisa Skabinski, and those are my two major realtors. But I also work with Adam Merrick from Adam Merrick Real Estate. A lot of different realtors in the area I'm giving business to, but primarily Heidi West. That's my go-to.
Got it. Okay. And now for for the future with the goals that you have, are you looking to mostly stay and concentrate on the Southern Illinois area, or are you
I'm in
looking to
Central Illinois, not
expand, or
Southern
central,
Illinois.
excuse me,
Central
central,
Illinois.
or are you looking to expand out and look at different areas at this point?
For the time being, I'm looking to achieve my goal of 1,500 properties organically in the local area. But like I said, as I get this 1,500 properties, that cash flow is going to be so significant that, of course, I'm going to branch out to other locations and locales and spread all across America and further across the world.
Okay, excellent. All right. Well, Brendon, hey man, I really appreciate your time. Clearly, you have got excellent goals for yourself. You're already successful. You're doing great things in the Central Illinois area. Let me ask you, just before we get going here, if somebody is interested in learning from you or partnering with you in some way, how can people reach you?
People can reach me on the Don Lamar Facebook page on Facebook, BDE Real Estate page on Facebook and YouTube, and the BDE Real Estate page on Instagram. I'm all over. If you want to reach out to me for financial literacy courses, I can do that virtually for $100 a month. It becomes my responsibility to teach you everything I know about real estate. So I'm already in the proof of concept phase, making my first bunch of millionaires. I've already made veteran millionaires, multiple veteran millionaires. But now I'm going to the civilian world and I'm helping civilians now. So I'm helping civilians.
All right. Awesome, man. Well, again, Brendon, thank you very much for coming on the podcast. I know I got a lot out of it. And for all of our listeners out there, if you've got something from this, please hit subscribe. We have got more interviews with people just like Brendon coming down the pipe all the time. And we will see you there on the next episode.
Thanks for joining us for today's Real Estate Pros Show. You can learn more about the amazing benefits of the Investor Fuel Mastermind community, including surrounding yourself with hundreds of other rock stars, 100% financing for your deals, and members-only discounts from vendors you're likely already using that, as a member of Investor Fuel, will save you more than the cost of your membership. Visit investorfuel.com to learn more. If you're interested in joining us as a guest of this show, please visit investorfuel.com/pros to apply. You can also check the show notes for access to free resources, how to get access to world-class lead generation, and much more. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss another episode. Have a great day. We'll see you on the next show.